Howdy everybody. Yeah, little short tutorial on how to use the whiskey glass if you got it from my GumRoad page. I've set it up using a few things that make it really super easy to work with. Super easy. You don't have to do anything. You have to have, there's a few prerequisites. You have to be running your project in Unity 2022.3.6 F1. It's the latest version of Unity for VRChat. Use whatever SDK is most recommended for uploading. Use Creator Companion to upgrade your projects. Back up your stuff before you do it if you're working with an older project. The other things that are required is that your armature has to be set. If you've imported a model before, it's already set. You have to have VRC Fury 1.99.1.0 or newer. Otherwise, you'll run into some weird compiler issues with the way that I set this up. It's because I've been working with the most newest version of VRC Fury. If you want to rip out the VRC Fury stuff and anchor it manually, go for it. But VRC Fury, this way, will already have all of the parts and pieces in place to make your gear wheel work in VRChat. And you also need Poyomi 9 Toon Shader, or 9 or newer. This Whiskey Glass depends heavily on the grab pass shader that is built into it, and it is built to make sure that things look transparent as a whiskey glass, or any liquid that you wish to be in this glass to look transparent. So let's go and get started. It's going to be fairly simple. Let me go ahead and just pull this over here. You can see the whiskey glass. This is what you guys got from the GumRoad page or wherever you did get it from. Tips are welcome. Grab that Unity package and drop it into the assets folder inside your project. It's already imported into this project, so I'm not going to import it now. Once it's imported, it takes a few minutes because GrabPass does take a little while for Poyomi to recompile every time that you do something new. So be patient. It takes a second. Once it's done, you'll see down here in your pile of folders, you will have one that says Whiskey Glass. You want to grab the prefab and drop it into the bottom of an empty space in your hierarchy somewhere. It'll end up down at the center at 0, 0, 0. You can see it's right down here. It looks a little complicated. The green is a pill collider that is contained, meaning that the ice cubes will collide with it and it cannot escape. They cannot escape the glass. I did it intentionally. If you want to disable it, go for it. Play with it, have fun, do whatever you want with it. But all these shaders down here, the filling, the ice cube, and the actual glass, these are all set. So if you want to play with these, change them around, go for it. But make sure you don't change the type of grab pass that they are using, or change their rendering priority. If you do that, you will have to play with it back to make sure, you can kind of see it down here behind me, you have to make sure that you switch these back, because if you change these at all, it makes it a rendering issue with the glass, and sometimes it will not, the cubes will not render inside the glass at all. So we're going to go ahead and move this guy around. So we're not going to change anything in here. And this is my personal deer. This is what I work with all the time in VRChat. Grab the glass down here in the hierarchy, and we're going to move it up to where it's lined up with the hand. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to put it in my right hand. Rotate it around so it's proper in your hand. Have to make sure not to use that over there. And line it up so it's in your hand. Just like that. Pretty close. Like that. A little clipping into your hand is not going to be that big of a deal. Something like that. Alright, so now take this object and drop it onto the avatar. It should be listed on the same level as your armature. Then, over here in the hierarchy, when you have the whiskey glass select, not hierarchy, the inspector with the whiskey glass selected, you'll see this parent constraint. Move this over so you can see this parent constraint. You want to go down through your armature, down to the hand you have the whiskey glass attached to. So this is spine, chest, neck, nope, no neck, chest, right shoulder, upper arm, lower arm, hand for me, grab the glass, and drop it, not the glass, grab the hand bone and drop it into this parent constraint that's already set up, and hit activate. You'll mark this tick, the transform will set automatically. This glass is shaped and set to be 4 inches tall and 4 inches diameter. It is the size of an actual whiskey glass. So if you're wondering what the scale of it is a whiskey glass. It is a 10 centimeter whiskey glass. Then you can turn it off. Boop. It's anchored in place. It's already there. If you have VRC Fury installed, everything is going to attach just fine. If you have Gesture Manager installed, go ahead and enter Gesture Manager. All the parts and pieces and animations will put themselves in place automatically using VRC Fury. This does take a tick sometimes, so patience is a virtue. And there we entering play mode. Switch back to the scene. Find wherever your avatar went. He gets a little lost sometimes. If you go through your gear wheel, you'll see whiskey glass. You'll see you'll see the whiskey glass in your gear wheel. Whiskey glass. You'll see tink tink. That turns the glass on. You can see the cubes. They kind of spawned in and rattled around a little bit. You can see them moving around a little bit. They're doing their thing. They're kind of slowly falling out of the glass, but they can't get out because of that capsule. Now, if you hit drop in your gear wheel, it's going to leave the glass in space. Kind of a neat little trick, and it comes in handy if you're at a party because everybody always wants to pile their glasses on the bar top. You can do that. So that is how that works. It uses VRC Fury 1.99.1 or newer, and Polymy Toon Shader 9 or newer. That utilizes the grab pass shader, and it keeps it transparent. If you want to adjust the color of the liquids, they're down here. And once you're ready to go, you're ready to go. Have some fun. Go have some fun in VRChat, and I'll see you next time. Remember, stay wiggly.